Everybody thinks getting strong means an expensive gym and a garage full of machines. It doesn't. Barbell training is one of the cheapest, most effective things you can do for your body after 50. But there's a handful of small items that make the difference between spinning your wheels and steadily getting stronger. Today I'm giving you the 6 must-have items to start barbell training the right way. None of them are expensive, and together they cost less than a single month at most fancy gyms. But before the gear, one thing matters more than any of it: the gym you choose, because not every gym actually wants you lifting a barbell. I'll show you what to avoid, then the 6 items in the order you should buy them. And stick around to the end. I've got a free step-by-step program to put all of this to work. First though, hit subscribe on Masters of Iron and ring that bell. Let's get into it. Here's something nobody tells the beginner. Not every gym is on your side. Take Planet Fitness. I'm not here to trash anyone's gym. For a lot of people, it's a comfortable place to start moving. But if your goal is real barbell strength, know what you're walking into. Planet Fitness has no loadable Olympic barbells. The fixed bars top out around 60 pounds. No deadlift platforms, no bumper plates, and they have what's called a lunk alarm, an actual siren with flashing lights that goes off if you grunt too loud or drop a weight. There's no written rule banning deadlifts, but between the equipment and that alarm, real barbell training is effectively off the table. What you want instead is a gym with power racks, a platform, and loadable Olympic bars. And the good news is, more and more mainstream gyms are adding exactly that, because demand for barbell training is growing fast. Find a local gym with plenty of racks and people who love the barbell. And one more thing, do not, as a beginner, run out and build a home gym. A rack, a bar, and plates will run you over $1,000, and you don't need it yet. We'll cover building an inexpensive home gym in a future video. For now, a good gym and these 6 cheap items is all you need. Item number 1. And the first thing I'd buy, a proper pair of weightlifting shoes. This matters more after 50 than it ever did. Most of us have stiff ankles. Decades of sitting and cushioned shoes will do that. A weightlifting shoe has a raised, solid heel, usually about 3/4 of an inch. And that heel lets you squat to full depth with a more upright torso, better knee tracking, and a lot less stress on your lower back. The hard, incompressible sole also means every ounce of force you put into the floor goes straight into the bar. No mushy running shoe cushion stealing your power. Now, if your ankles are genuinely mobile, you can lift flat. And that's where a simple pair of Vans or Converse comes in as a great budget option, especially for deadlifts. We've linked both the weightlifting shoes I recommend and the budget Vans below. Scan the QR code. But if you're over 50 with stiff ankles, like most of us, that raised heel is worth every penny. Item number 2, and it's dirt cheap: liquid chalk. When the bar gets heavy, sweat makes it slip right out of your hands, and a slipping bar is both dangerous and a fast way to fail a lift your muscles could actually handle. Chalk fixes that instantly. It dries your palms and locks the bar into your grip. Why liquid instead of the old block chalk? 2 reasons. It's far less messy, and because it doesn't leave a cloud of dust, most commercial gyms that ban regular chalk will allow it. Rub a little into your palms before your working sets, and you'll feel the difference on your very first deadlift. The one we use is linked below. Scan the code. Item number 3 is the one almost nobody tells beginners about, and it might be the most important item on this whole list: fractional plates. Here's the problem they solve. The smallest plates at most gyms are 2.5 pounds each, so the smallest jump you can make is 5 pounds total. When you're brand new, adding 5 pounds a session works for a while, but it stops working faster than you think, especially on your presses, and especially after 50 when strength comes slower. The day you fail to add 5 pounds,
Most people think they've hit their limit. They haven't. They've just outgrown 5-pound jumps. Fractional plates let you add as little as a half pound or even a quarter pound at a time, small enough your body barely notices, but it's still progress. That's the entire secret to progressive overload. Keep adding a little, consistently, for months and years. A cheap set of fractional plates is the difference between stalling out in week 6 and still getting stronger a year from now. Get these. The set we use is in the description. Scan the QR code.
Item number 4. A good leather lifting belt. Let me clear up the biggest myth first. A belt is not a crutch, and it does not make your core weak. The research is clear on both counts. What a belt actually does is give your abs something to brace against. When you take a big breath and push your stomach out against that belt, you raise the pressure inside your abdomen by as much as 40%, and that pressure stiffens your whole midsection and takes load off your spine. Studies even show people squat measurably faster with a belt on because they can safely produce more force. You don't need it for your warm-ups or light days, but once your squats and deadlifts get genuinely heavy, a belt lets you brace harder and protect your back at the same time. Get a thick, single-prong leather belt, not the flimsy nylon kind. The one I trust under 400+ pounds is linked below. Scan the code. Item number 5. A pair of lifting straps. These loop around your wrists and the bar, so your grip can't fail before your back and legs do on heavy pulls, deadlifts, rows, and the like. Now, some of you are thinking, won't that make my grip weak? Fair question. And here's the honest answer, straight from strength coach Mark Ripito. He has no problem with straps because the deadlift does far more for your whole body than it does for your grip alone. So there's no reason to let a tired grip cut a great back and leg workout short. And here's the part people miss. Your grip still gets stronger anyway. Every week, your warm-up sets get heavier, and you grip every one of those barehanded. The rule is simple. Strap the heavy work sets. Grip the warm-ups.
Item number 6. And don't confuse it with number 5, because this trips a lot of people up. Wrist wraps. Straps go around the bar to help your grip on pulls. Wrist wraps are different. They wrap tightly around your wrist joint to keep it from bending backward when you press. Think bench press, overhead press, dips. Anytime a loaded bar is sitting over the heel of your hand. As we get older, the wrists are one of the first joints to complain under a heavy press, and a good pair of wraps gives that joint the support it needs to stay stacked and pain-free. So remember it this way: straps for pulling, wraps for pressing. A quality pair of wrist wraps is cheap insurance for your pressing lifts, and they're linked in the description. Scan the QR code.
So there they are, the 6 items: weightlifting shoes, liquid chalk, fractional plates, a leather belt, lifting straps, and wrist wraps. But gear is only half the equation. The other half is the plan, knowing exactly what to lift, how much, and when to add weight. That's the thing most beginners never get right on their own. So I put our complete beginner program into a free guide for you. Grab our free 18-page Masters of Iron Novice Linear Progression Guide. Scan the QR code on your screen right now, or tap the link in the description to download it. It's the exact step-by-step roadmap that takes everything we just talked about and turns it into real strength, week by week. The gear gets you ready. This guide tells you what to do with it. Let's bring it home. Getting strong after 50 does not require a fortune or a garage full of machines. It requires a barbell, a gym that actually wants you to use it, in 6 simple items: shoes, chalk, and fractional plates to start, then a belt, straps, and wraps as the weight climbs. That's the whole kit. Start with what you can, add the rest as you go, and grab that free guide to give it all a plan. If this helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button,
subscribe to Masters of Iron, and ring the bell so you don't miss the budget home gym video coming soon. Drop a comment and tell me which item you're grabbing first. Age bold, train hard, and I'll see you under the bar.